Here we go, off the rails. But you know it's time to raise our sails. It's freedom like you never knew.
So to finish the thought, I think I could dick kick 12.
They're
7-year-olds.
They're fucking 7-year-olds. It doesn't matter how fucking tall they are. They're not going to be as tall as me. It's going to be real easy for me to kick them in the dick.
I could take on maybe 50. All at once.
That's...
are we
okay,
talking...
is it all at once, or is it like one at a time?
Well, let's do all one at a time.
Okay, one at a time, I think I could easily take on 50.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, like, it's one punch and they're done. And I think I could get 50 hits in.
Yeah.
Before they get what they want.
Yeah, before your hands start to hurt and you want to go home.
To quote Simon, I'm sure they'll get some good hits in before I get what I want.
That's dark.
Oh, fuck.
No, you know what? That was a conversation that got so heavy that Brendan had to leave. It was a good night. Oh, man. So the snow physics here is kind of stupid. I want to show you something. It was like, I'm not saying snow physics is easy. I'm just saying...
I was going to say, I already know where this is going. Yep.
It's like fucking Minecraft.
Minecraft.
It makes me so horny.
Sea nanners.
Did you know that sea nanners is short for bananas in the sea?
Shut up. Stupid.
Again, I like that. That's where you draw the line.
Okay, how many 7-year-olds think you could beat up all at once?
That's where I'd say 12. Because, I mean, at a certain point, like, if they just keep coming like a host of bees, they'll start working together and kill me with their accumulated body heat and boogers.
That is true. Yeah, I didn't even factor in, like, the diseases they might have.
Yeah, they have poison bonus on their weapons.
Yeah. They're like,
Kids invented shit on a stick as a means of attack, you know.
Yeah.
To repel foreign invaders from their keeps.
I could probably take on, I want to say 20 of them. Just because, like, I just have sheer rage.
I mean, like, it depends. Am I drunk? Because if I'm drunk,
if it's drunk, it could be anything from, like, 10 to 400. So.
Oh, yeah, I guess we gotta qualify. Am I rage drunk, or am I just, like, this is fine drunk? Because there is a difference.
Obviously rage drunk.
If I'm rage drunk, I could take on, like, 60 of them.
Yeah.
When I'm rage drunk, I get shit done.
We're not condoning violence against children. But
I am.
In this case, it's
Speak for yourself.
Yeah.
Beat up kids.
Well, I had to live with the kid for like a year.
Yeah.
So.
Did you beat him up?
No.
Well, that's your fault.
His dad hit him once by accident. Like he swung his hand to get like.
Yeah.
And he hit him in the arm. It was like that, but like the kid was still like It was very light. It was not that hard.
Oh god. So yeah, this is one of the racers, and he's having cold feet.
Oh, fuck off.
I did see a guy hit his kid.
I don't want to race. I don't stand a chance.
It wasn't like...
The
kid was being an asshole, so...
Your life is now mine, ball man!
Calling a 12-year-old an asshole is not socially acceptable, but it's like...
It's true.
You can do it.
Yeah. No one will stop you.
No. I called one of my cousins an asshole when he was 12.
Was he an asshole?
Oh yeah, he's an asshole now.
Yeah, well there you go.
I also called him a little shit.
Oh god.
Because he's being a little shit, so... He ain't even mad.
I want to talk! Please stop! Thank you.
It's time to stop.
It's time to stop. Are you ready to race? Yeah, let's do this. The fucking seal races are fun. So it's a practice round. So, yeah.
If a doctor said you have to cut off one of your limbs or you'll die, which limb would you cut off?
I could lose a leg.
A leg?
Yeah. I think I could go... Like, my hands I need. I do art stuff. But, like, legs, I could get rid of those.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard to play video games and paint with, like, a big fucking claw hand. Like some sort of monster or pirate.
Monster pirate.
Yeah, but like a peg leg I could live with.
Yeah, it'd be cool. That'd be actually probably be a good pickup line.
Yeah.
I mean...
Hey, babe, you gave me wood.
Yeah,
click.
Like...
Seriously speaking, this is actually really fun. This fucking bouncing thing.
Thinking about it, like, in terms of painting, I don't really do much with my left hand. So, like, if I got a hook hand that could hold one of those GW
Yeah, but imagine trying
braces,
to build some of GW's modern fucking weird-ass CG-built nightmare kits with a missing hand. Like, try to build Death Guard with a fucking hook.
You know what? At that point, I would just pay someone to build my fucking llamas for me.
That's
or,
fair.
you know, you could get the tweezer attachment for your hand.
Jay
Yeah.
would be one to masturbate.
That's a good
My
one.
awful hand.
Yeah,
Clank.
fuck. Yeah, I think I'd rather lose an arm over a leg, to be honest.
Wow,
Like,
I've never heard that.
Well,
before.
I feel like
Can I
In
choose
re-
my head? Can I
I-
lose my head? I'm not
Yeah.
using it.
It's not a limb.
Sure it is. It's an extremity.
I feel like in terms of, you know, my job, archaeology, it's going to be easier to hold the shovel with a hook hand.
You
than
can get
it
the
is-
shovel attachment. It's just a spade.
Well,
a
there you
gardening
go.
You just have like a gardening spade for a hand.
Go on, Ian.
I feel like it's going to be easier to hold a shovel with a hook hand than it would be to dig with a prosthetic leg.
Yeah,
Holy
you have to
fuck.
brace yourself, right?
Right? Yeah, and
Get the tank tread attachment.
Well, look at like Terry Fox when he did his
I
marathon.
knocked that fucker off the track.
When he did his marathon, his stump would bleed. So
yeah, right? Like,
Like
I
a
just,
lot.
yeah, like, I feel
Blood
like...
was oozing from his stump leg.
yeah,
Is that okay? Am I allowed to make that joke?
Accountant!
Accountant!
Um,
Isn't Thunder Bay like across the country?
okay, so...
okay, go
Did you
on,
never
Ian,
see
go on, Ian.
Pic-
No, it's
okay.
fine.
Yeah, no, so that's just why I would go for an arm.
Yeah.
Okay, so you remember, oh, what the fuck was it called? That fucking...
Yeah, cheating won the day.
Manana and
Gun!
gun!
yeah.
Do you know who does that?
No.
That's Picnic Face.
I could believe that,
Right?
actually.
And if you think about it, when
Yeah.
did we find it? When we graduated, right around the time we graduated, which was 2011. And
Just
then that
before Picnic
face
Face.
came out, right? So it,
Oh
it
my
kinda
god!
makes sense.
Rich Evans screams up. Oh, he's dead now. The power of the moons obliterated my host.
Just burned him up.
Go claim your prize. He's just, like he's burning away, and Mario's like climbing out of the ooze.
Jesus.
That's a pretty picture.
That's what happened.
Yeah. I was actually watching. There was
That's really
there was
fucked
this
up.
show on like 18 or like I don't know, like History Channel, where it's like a bunch of woodsmen and one of them has a claw arm, and I was like, that's fucking metal as fuck. And he's like the foreman or something like that, and he's like he's easily the most grizzled looking motherfucker I've ever seen.
So, like,
he's like covered in scars, and he's like all tanned. He looks like Arlie Ermy from Full Metal Jacket, but
Holy
he's
fuck.
like, but like 10 times more salty.
Like,
It's
all I'm
great.
seeing is this awful, like, grizzled lumberjack man with, like, a beard down to his groin and, like, an actual, like, lobster claw.
It looks like a lobster claw. It's great. He's like holding a clipboard with it, and he has a pencil in his other hand. And I'm like,
Give him the clamps, Foreman! Clamp!
Francis? I'll clamp you with the Francis.
Oh god, like, fuck. This sounds like a villain from Captain Planet.
Well, he's a cool guy in the show.
I'm not saying he isn't, but he sounds like a villain from Captain Planet. Like,
Yeah.
oh no, Lobsty the lumberjack is at it again, trying to steal our nation's resources. Ah, I'll get you, Planeteers. Clank, clank.
Cutting down trees with that lumberjack and permit.
And then he sells it to that guy who was just a pig in a tracksuit.
My one boss is missing his index finger on his left hand.
How'd they do that?
He was cutting pig's feet, and if you do it wrong, it'll catch and roll.
Okay.
And apparently, like, flipped his hand into the saw blade
Fuck.
and cut his finger off.
Oh, fuck.
Butchery is spooky.
Oh yeah, it almost happened today to one of the other guys I work with.
Was it the idiot wearing the steel gloves again?
No, that guy's doomed himself.
What?
If you wear a mesh glove on a bandsaw, if the
place is
bandsaw
cool.
catches one link of it, it'll drag your hand and rip the whole thing off.
Really?
Yeah, it'll jam
Oh.
up and you'll get your hand stuck, and they'll have to like rip it out. It's very scary.
Look, this place is cool. Look at this, like,
That's
boss
awesome.
from Mario Sunshine.
And then, but yeah, the saw blade.
And the French are even here.
The first saw blade snapped in
God
half.
damn it, Marisa, why didn't you tell us you were in a video game?
See, it's funny because the snails
Oh,
and
I
the
get it, because she's
berets.
French.
Yes, that is the joke.
I'm slow, right? Fuck you.
So the
I'm
cool...
slow
Oh
unless
my
I'm
god,
leading
do they
the
have little fucking
conversation.
Napoleon hats?
Yeah.
No, little pirate hats. The theme here is piracy.
Oh.
Remember, kids, steal everything. God, I was talking to Jim about this, but there's a fucking, like, kids coloring book, and one of them is like a pair of kids dressed up like pirates, and it's like, remember, a real pirate respects the property of others. Don't steal things. And I'm just like, someone didn't tell you what a pirate is, did they?
Pirates rape.
And burn, and salt. And just general misconduct. On account of being pirates, you see.
This most passive anime. Like these rolling spike balls.
They're not
what
really
is this, Dynasty Warriors 3?
Da 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 da.
Da-da-da-da-da, Lubu.
Don't pursue Lubu.
Do not pursue Lubu.
What? This keeps happening.
I love Darkside Phil playing that.
Oh,
there's
God.
a guy in the chat that's just named Cow Cow, and he keeps every video he says, "Do not pursue Lubu."
And what happens,
and then the last
Ian? What do you
video,
think
he's
happens?
like, "Did I fucking
They
tell you?"
pursue Lubu.
Yeah, what do you think happened to him?
Lubu?
Yeah, he got Lubu'd. He blew it. Come on. That's worth at least more than like a hiss. That was good.
There's
Ouch!
I'm trying to.
My groin.
I'm trying to
What
remember
happens
some of the
if you-
stupid stuff from Chinese mythos like that. Like Cao Ren gets shot in the eye by Lu Bu, and he takes the arrow out of his eye and eats his own eye. Like stupid shit.
That's
like that.
hardcore as fuck.
Yeah. Or Lu Bu, I think he was killed by being like
Pursued?
no, for
Wouldn't
one,
that be ironic?
he got ripped apart and they burned his body. They did all this weird shit. He's like basically
They really hated him.
yeah, he's like
Yeah.
the Rasputin of China.
Yeah. I was gonna say, he's like Oda Nobunaga, where China doesn't know if he was a hero or a villain.
Yeah, he's both their Abraham Lincoln and Hitler rolled into one.
Abraham Linkler.
Yeah,
No, it was Adolf Link... Wait, no.
Adolf Linkler, yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Okay, I was right. Adolf Linkler.
Aberdolf Linker.
Yeah.
Linkler. Aberdolf Linkler. That was it.
On one hand, I believe all men are created equal, but on the other hand, I'm not comfortable with this conversation.
But to
Yeah.
emancipate you from your own inferior genes. That's like my favorite line. It's like so good.
He was an underused character.
Have you guys watched any of Harmonville
No.
or Harmontown? It's pretty good. It's just Phil Harmon.
Yeah.
He's just on stage fucking ranting and raving and waving his arms and shit.
That sounds about right for the guy who did Rick and Morty.
Apparently he's like I don't know if he implies that he's somewhat mentally ill, but he knows like
He's
very-
probably somewhat mentally ill.
but he's very, very depressed, and he just kind of like accepts it, and he's like, "Yeah, well, it could be worse." And they're talking about like somebody brings up. There's no topic that's off limits, right?
Yeah.
And one of them is like they found like he's like, what about in a world where they found a way to go to all dimensions and harvest the energy of Hitler? And
Now,
like,
what do
they
you
had-
mean, the energy of Hitler?
They had infinite energy based on Hitler or something, and they were like harvesting all the Hitlers. And like, what if you found out you were one of the Hitlers in your timeline, or in someone else's timeline, you got
Yeah.
mistaken for a Hitler? And like, it was just ridiculous. It just spun out. It was like it's very like you can see where Rick and Morty comes from, where it just kind of goes off on a tangent and like goes like it's.
I like this idea that you could be a Hitler of someone else's dimension.
Yeah,
though.
yeah, isn't it interesting?
Yeah.
That's
So it's a
cool.
spooky thought.
Yeah.
Ian, what would you do if you had to go back in time and you found out that by going back in time, you've now assumed the life of Adolf Hitler? Would you finish what he started?
At what point? Are you
Sorry,
just-
say that again?
So let's say you go back in time, and then by going back in time, you found out you've accidentally entered the life of Adolf Hitler. So now you're Hitler, right after World War I. Do you finish what he started, or do you back down? Do you preserve the time stream by becoming Hitler, is my question.
I just keep painting peaceful landscapes. That's what I would do. I don't care if I'm poor.
I would turn Hitler into the Bob Ross of the 1930s
There
and
you
just
go.
have him paint happy little trees.
There you go.
I would love, God, like, actually that's a weirdly hilarious thought to me. It's just like, and now PBS is painting with painting with Addie.
Oh my god.
Now we are going to paint a happy little tree. Ja, don't tell the Jews about this tree.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's where you draw the line.
Fuck.
I've heard worse things.
Yeah, especially
Yeah.
on this channel.
Yep.
Remember, folks at home, don't say what we say.
Another good bit is when it's like, so Dan, how would you kill your Dan Harmon, not
Yeah.
Phil Harmon. I was reading about the guy who got killed by his wife. He was in Small Soldiers.
Oh, that's a shame.
the guy who played Troy McClure.
Oh yeah. His wife went nuts and killed him.
Yeah, she was on like coke. And then
Yeah.
anyway, yeah, he's talking about like they're like, so Dan, how would you like in a reality where you killed yourself? How would you kill yourself? And he's like, oh, and everyone like crowd starts laughing. He's like, no, it's fine. It's a good question. He's like, I'd probably like. He said it would be the most polite suicide ever.
What does that mean exactly?
He would cellophane his entire bathroom, leave a note to his housekeeper and like anybody who was gonna walk in, like, don't go upstairs, call the police. I'm really sorry. There's payment on the table, and like he would shoot himself so it was easy to clean up. And like I'd leave like money to people, and like I'd be like, thank you for a happy life, but I don't want to be here.
Yeah, I'm checking out.
They'd be super polite, and I was like, that's very odd.
Right?
I mean, that's nice of him, but yeah, no, that's a little bit odd.
Yeah, but he phrased it was funny. Like it's like absurdist humor. So
yeah, hidden.
But yeah, Harmontown, very funny. A lot of good bits in it.
That sounds like a really shitty. It's got the title of a really shitty Netflix show, though.
Yeah, but I don't think that matters, Jay.
No, well, I mean, maybe.
I think Stranger Things is overhyped.
I mean, you're right. You're not incorrect. Where's the lie?
There's a lot of stuff that it's like the thing itself is fine, but
the fan base ruins everything.
Yeah, I hate that. Like I just enjoy things quietly. I'm always gonna say that. Just enjoy it quietly. Don't cause.
Well, I mean, we'll see you next time, folks.
Bye.
I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, man. Across the deserts bare, man. I breathe the mountain air, man.